All right. In order to remove the buzzer, audio alarm, whatever you want to call it for these, where it buzzes when your key's in, you turn on the key without your seatbelt, that type of thing. It obviously it's connected to your cruise control module, but only thing is you have to pull this full thing out, because I put the screw back in here because obviously I'm going to find a different, like, I'm going to change this thing out. So the head is in between here, so you have to pull the full thing out. So there is a 10mm nut that goes right here, and I know it's going to be hard to see. Let me fish myself underneath here. There is that bolt right next to the brake pedal. Only thing is, I know you're asking about that. You have to be careful because that stud is loose on the inside. It's like a square stud. And so when you try to put the nut back on, it keeps popping itself back out. So I have a paintbrush wedged in there to hold that stud in. So that way I can fish this thing past my obviously hanging wires, but we'll ignore that. Turn it so the connector is down, and you can you see the hole right there, you see the stud, you line it up, and there's a little metal tab right there that somehow finds its way on that silver bracket. You hook it in there, you put your nut on the backside, you tighten it down, and your entire thing is back in there. And same for just taking it out. You unscrew it and you turn it counterclockwise till it pops out from underneath your dash. Let me squeeze myself out of here. Ugh. Ouch. And so yeah, once that's out, it just pulls straight out, and it's tiny pins, not big pins, because obviously I'm trying to switch this out with something else. So again, I stole these from a spare taillight assembly. So these are wide pins. They will not work on that. You need the tiny pins, which I think they say the 2.5s, which go right on there.